Well, hello, hello, boys and girls. So our train going by. Alright, so what are we doing? We're out on our highway project, working on fixing this up, but we have a bigger goal in mind. We need a munitions factory. So what I need to do is, so that I don't have to bring a bunch of stuff back, well, actually I can build almost anything I need. Do I have motors? I have some motors and rotors. We're gonna try this from where we're at. Okay, so we're on our highway reconstruction here, but we're gonna head back to our newly built southern hypertube hub and head over to our currently producing munitions factory because we need an upgraded munitions factory. Okay, here is our new hub. I built this so this goes back to Old South Base. That's going to connect to the highway tube accessible from here. And this should take us to our current munitions factory, which needs a massive overhaul. Oh, excuse me. Because I need to make ammunition for a rifle. We are currently producing smokeless powder and rubber that we are dumping. What is this? No, Microsoft Edge does not need to know my location. All right, so we have a goal here. Currently, we are we're making gunpowder, we're making smokeless powder, and we're making rubber that we are sinking, or that we're not even sinking, we're sinking back at the South Base. So I need to expand this factory to be making gunpowder, extra gunpowder, smokeless gunpowder, and rifle bullets and nobelisks. All here if I can accomplish it. Now, one of the things I want to do here, so we're going to go ahead and disconnect. One of the things I want to do here right away is we need to get a train hub going here because we're going to run this all back by train. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to move this back because I want to put the train hub, I want to put the train platforms right here. So we're going to move that back here. We're going to connect this to that one. We're going to take this out. So this is all currently shut down for now. I can't get rid of these things, can I? No. And I don't think any amount of Nobilis is going to take... How many do I have left? 2? So I'm going to have to build within the confines of this thing here. Oh, you can get rid of it. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Ooh. What are Nobilis made with? steel pipe. Oh, I can't make Nobelisks here without steel pipe. I'm gonna have to bring, oh, this is gonna be a complicated factory here. Okay, this is gonna have many, many, many moving parts. Okay. Well, first thing I need to do then we have to be able to make steel pipe here. Oh, man. Okay, so I think the first thing we need to do is figure out what the first tier of everything is. And I need to take down all these machines for now, because this is going to be my new munitions factory, and I have to figure out exactly how big to make everything. Oh, this is going to be a tricky build. This might occupy a good portion of our time here. So the first thing I do want to get going is we need to put in, let's get rid of all the walls for now. Because I don't know where all this stuff's going to come in at. Okay. Let's run this all the way back, away from the building. Okay, there's our sulfur. Okay, so because we probably are going to need it, I'm going to go ahead and reconnect that for now. This is eventually going to get fixed. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to want is our train station is going to come in along this rail. It's going to come up here, and it's going to connect. I want to connect it right here, running this way. We're going to put 3 cars on it, 1 for each product. And I wonder if I can, do I need to run it back on its own loop, or can I run it? It's going to be trickier to run it back up that way, but my highway's up there. That train's going to have to run all the way down along those tracks. Is it just faster? Okay, hold on. Let me see where I'm at. So I'm here. So the train is going to... It's actually going to be faster to run the train and connect it here than it is going to be to run it all the way back down here. So then the question becomes, do I build my highway along with the train? Oh my gosh. Or do I just build... Oh boy. Kids, we've got a challenge on our hand. If I'm going to go out that way, though, I want to build the train station then coming off and looping back around this way. Who says you actually need to build in the actual crater of Blue Crater? I never do. What do you mean, build in the crater of Blue? Are you talking here? Yeah, I think I'm going to be just as fast to take my train up this way after I figure out this factory situation. But I do need to figure out, if I'm going to do this factory, I need to figure out where the train station is going to connect to my platforms. Oh, you mean like back here in this area? Yeah, I don't know. I'm pulling stuff out of that. I'm pulling oil and coal out of that area is what I'm doing. I'm just trying to determine how I want my train connection to run, because I don't really need the train to run all the way along this connection here. Because that's going back. That's going away from my central. I can put the train over here. Have the train come in this section. So first, let's do this. Let's figure out how big the bottom floor of this factory needs to be. Okay, so first thing we need to do, if we're building, we're going to build, let's make a list. We got to plan this. We're building nobelisks. We're building ammo. You're right, Semi. I've run into that already. So far, I only have 2 smaller train lines, and I haven't connected them yet. So I'm so far not doing too bad. Gunpowder, black powder, and smokeless. So we're building 4 products out here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is find out what our basest rifle ammo, I think, has our basest thing in the copper sheet. Try 4 with your trains. Yeah, I haven't done signaling yet. I know that's where I'm going to run into some issues. Is figuring out how to make the signaling work best. Alright, so copper sheets. We need to produce 15 copper sheets per minute. We're probably going to bring these in directly from the copper, wherever we find a copper mine. Now, the first thing I need to do is build, nope, not a hub, an equipment shop so I can make the mining thing. I need 2 portable miners. Not enough space in inventory. Oh. Of course my inventory's full. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can find... There's got to be copper somewhere nearby. Copper back the way we came. Over here. Over here. The closest one is this one. It's pure. I don't need pure copper. Ugh, well... What are you going to do? We're going to have more copper than we need, but we might wind up expanding this factory. So that copper node was back here. I think it's right, literally right there. Okay. So let's build a bridge We're going to build a foundational bridge starting right here. Give ourselves some safety. Safety first, boys and girls. Safety first. Yeah, no, I'll probably pull in all of the, oh, there is definitely such thing as more than I need in some cases. Like, there is going to be way more than I need copper right now. But that's okay. We're going to run it. Hi, big guy. Yeah, I know. Like, what are you doing here? Alright, let's connect right about here. We're going to bring this down. Now we're going to bring it down in a 4. Now we'll bring it down in a 2. This guy. Come on. I'm gonna have to kill him, aren't I? Because he's in the way. Come in my rifle. Yeah, I haven't got to that. Not enough space for hog remains. What do I have so much of? Try not to sneeze. Hold on. Alright, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do this smart. I'm used to my hover pack working. I don't have power out here. Alright, we'll have power soon. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to run this up here and then we're going to do like a lift to get the belt up here. So I need to bring power out here. Let's just put a power pole. Let's see if this is enough. That's enough. We're going to connect it right there. We need copper. Production Mark II. We're just going to pull as much as we can, even though, like I said, we don't need it. We're going to pull it anyway. Let's pull the belt. Why? Why are we being like this? Hold on. More crap in our inventory. Let's trash can that. Actually, we can trash I don't need... Oh, it's good. That's what we got. We're gonna trash that anyway. Alright. So, let's see here. What? And then we're going to attach a Mark III. Oh, wait a minute. Pure is outputting what, 240? Yeah. So literally as close as it can get. It's okay. We're going to go into the grid. It doesn't need to look pretty out here. We're never going to see this. I say that and it's going to bother me like forever. Ooh, what the hell? Okay, we're bringing in copper. And then we're going to bring it up here. Bring it here. Okay, so we need to be producing for our rifle ammo, we need 15 copper sheets per minute. Oh, and we need to we need that smokeless gunpowder doodad producing too. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to produce the copper. See if I can get one more go out here. Without a lot of stuff clipping through. Okay. Alright, so we're going to bring that up and we're going to make this, we're going to pull this copper in right here and we're going to make the copper sheets. Like right here. And we're going to send it that way because it's going to go up a level, I think. Actually, yeah. This is going to be kind of a weird build trying to figure out how to make this organized. So let's do this. Let's production, constructor. Copper sheet. It's going to output. Oh, we need to actually make 2 to produce enough. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. see what's the best way to organize this. I know how I would build this. Trying to think in my head how I want to do this layout. That's more than enough room. That's also enough room. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. First thing, we're going to bring in the copper here. Well, watch as I try to figure this out. Alright. Okay, now I want to... We're going to actually put our splitter... Normally I would hook the splitter up to this. Actually, I wonder, hold on, let me check something. Actually, this might work. Hold on. What we're going to do is we're actually going to pull the splitter out here. And I think I changed my mind on where I want this. This lines up with the end of the wall. Right. All right, so let's do this. Two, this thing. Sorry if I'm moving very quickly. Lines up with that, so we're gonna do logistics. Yeah. Nope. Ah, shit! I have it turned the wrong way. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I will keep that in mind. I've kind of started to figure out like how they turn blue when you've got things where you need them to be. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. That's right in the way. So you're saying, let me see if I understand what you're saying. Take the small concrete pillar, and if I'm talking, oh, I see. It is the right height. So I just need to line it up. I just need to figure out where it needs to line up with this one. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to line this up right. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to screw that up. I get what you're saying, though. It is the right height. It's lining up the one with the other one that's going to be the trick. so now we've got copper coming in. Now I need to get my walls 3 high. I need to bring electricity in. What I'm going to do is upstairs I'm going to make mobilisks and ammunition. So down here I need to make the gunpowder. Down here we're going to make the gunpowder. This does not need to be a pretty factory. This just needs to produce. I'll put doors and whatnot on everything later. Alright, so I need to bring power in. We're going to bring power in. Let's say in the corner right there. I should not have dismantled my smokeless gunpowder factory. Alright, so this one needs to be making copper sheet, but we're going to take it down to 50%. Because I only need 15 for now. Wait, why is this not filling? What the hell? Oh, I'm a total moron. I did not do what I should have been doing in turning this an idiot. Alrighty, well, time to fix that problem. That so dumb. I know better. I know better that I gotta turn this into copper first. Okay. 120 copper ingots is 1 for 1. 30 per minute out of a and I'm getting 240, right? 240 divided by 30 is 8. I need 8. Okay, where to put them? I don't have a lot of room here for... I wish you could flush belts like you could flush pipes. That would make life so much easier. The only thing I could really do is deconstruct the... just pick up the copper. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out here. Foundations. Starting here with 2-meter foundations. We're going to lock them in. We're going to run them... this way. Ooh. Start up here. I think what we'll do is we'll run them around Oh yeah, that's how we'll do it. Okay. Can I take this down? That's how we'll do it. Okay. Don't think I need no bliss to take that down. Alright. So I think here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start up here. Yeah, if I demolish the belt, I have to rebuild the belt. What a pain in the butt, right? Hopefully I have everything I need to build these 8. Without having to run all the way back. So 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5. Oof. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a lot of room here. So what I can do is I can go up higher with these next ones. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's start here. Production. Smelters. We're going to bring them in this way. I need 8 of them. We're going to have them making copper. We're going to copy. Oh, we can almost get the 8th one in there. You know what we're going to do? Yeah, we're just going to fit it in here. We don't have to go up. Okay. Eight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's 8. Okay. Power. Come to me, power. Alright. Gonna set up a pretty quick and dirty foundry. Alright, so each one of these is going to get a splitter. First one is going to come in this way. Whoops. Whoa! Way to fall off. All right. Why don't you like that? Alright, start filling these. Alright, so now we need mergers. Merger. So. And then. I think we're gonna have to do another one like right here. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this one here. And then we have to do one more like this. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. You need to be farther out. And closer to this guy. Yes. That's where you need to be. Okay, and then we're going to take it over to here. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to deconstruct some of this. Only because I don't need it here. I don't need copper. All right. Shouldn't have come with such a full inventory when I came out here to build this thing, but alright. Let's bring it straight down. What are you doing? Essentially, we're going to, well, would it just be faster to deconstruct? It probably would be. Yeah. We're going to have to dump something out of our inventory, though. We're not going to have it. Oh, we don't need any of that. Oh, crap. We got all this raw material that we just don't need in our inventory. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I'm going to keep the mycelium, though. Alright. Can't stand clipping through the ground. Gotta fix that. And now, because the pipe is, or the lift is going to have something in it, I think here is where we're going to pick up. we're just going to pick it up until we're getting copper in here. I'm going to pick it up from right here. Whoops. Can't we just pick it up from in here? Or is this not going to work? Oh. There we go. Pull some in now. Why is it? It's still not pulling any in, and why? Why is it not pulling any in? It should still be pulling it in. At least to finish off, or to fill the machine, right? I don't understand why it's not. What the hell? Okay, that one's pulling materials in. Why did this not pull materials in? Did it not connect? What the hell? I don't understand. Got power, right? Powered it. What is causing you? Why does it say no power? Oh, I didn't. I'm a dummy. I put these up there. I didn't connect them. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's better. Alright, so now I need to build smokeless gunpowder, all of which also needs to be going out to the train station, and a sink to collect the excess rubber, because we're going to have rubber coming out of this thing with nowhere to go. Alright, so first thing is we got our copper running. We're going to pull that out once I figure out where it needs to go or how it's going to go upstairs. So now I need to build smokeless gunpowder, and steel pipe. Steel pipe is the next thing I need to build down here. Do we have iron anywhere nearby? I know we have coal because I have some. Do we have iron? We have a crap load of iron. We have iron back that way and iron down there. This follows our current pathing to iron. 596, 445, that's closer. But it's down. That other iron is back the way we came, where we already have belts and whatnot running. Alright, well, let's go back here and build another miner. Yeah, I figured I'd probably find just about everything I needed down here. because I need to build steel pipe, which I need for steel pipe. I think I just need steel. Yeah, steel in a constructor. And we're going to bring the steel in here and probably run 2 more constructors. Very similar to how these are running. And I just need to go along here and find that iron. I think it's down this way. Iron. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet to be doing gas filters, but I'm sure I'll get there eventually. Iron is down here. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to turn this into steel right here. Wait, we can't. Yeah, we can. Because there's coal. Where did I find that coal? I'm pulling some coal from up there, but I know there's more. I didn't build another chute. Hold on. I know there's another coal node. There's got to be another coal node down here. Oh yeah, tons of them. 3 normal. And then there's my iron. Alright, let's run back. We're going to be building a steel foundry over here somewhere. Because we got to bring steel in, and I'm going to need at least 4 more portable miners. Because I'm going to have to bring in, to 1 pure node, I'm going to have to bring in at least 2 of those normal coal nodes. I could have done this back there. I could have just dropped. I got to remember that I can drop those construction things pretty much whenever I want. But I'm already back here, so I wonder if I'm going to run out of stuff to build. I need to see what I need to build. Foundries. Do I have everything I need for foundries? Rotors. I can build at least 7 foundries. I don't think I'm going to need 7. Okay. There's a slug right there. Can I reach it? I don't have enough power to reach him. I'll get him later. I don't want to build up to the slug that I really don't currently need right now. I have a lot of slugs back at base and quite a few of the crystal things. Alright, so I'm going to need... I can turn 120... I need to do the math on, and this would be a good spot right here, because there's coal, there's coal, there's coal. Actually right here, because then I could run it up this way and go, so right in this area here is where we're going to build our foundry. Okay. So we're going to go down here first and get our steel, or our iron. Gonna run it over there and bring it up that thing. And we have power right there. Miner Mark II. So this is producing 120, no, 240. Okay, so steel out of foundry. Take 45 per minute. So 240, 0 divided by 45 is going to need 6 foundries. Okay, good thing I have enough to make 7. I see a guy I'm going to have to get rid of. I'm trying to bring it just up here. Is there a slope? There is. I can bring it. Okay, I can bring it along this road. Perfect. Hi, doggo. Sorry, guy. I'm not capturing doggos today. You're safe. No, get off my thing. Alright, we're gonna come up here a little bit farther. Okay, first off, okay, we need to build, I think I'm going to start up here, because this is the high ground. And we're going to start 4 high foundations, like right on this. Okay, get rid of these things. These things are just in my way constantly. Yeah, I guess so. Oh well, it's just foundries. They don't need to be pretty. I just need to get steel coming out of here. I think what I need to do is I need to get 5 of them lined up this way, going up this route. So let's see, can I get one more row here? Yes. Before I run into that. Okay. So let's get our first foundry here. Production. we're gonna do steel. And we're gonna copy you to 3, 4. I need one more row of foundations. Okay, so this guy is going to swing around here and come up this way. We need 2 more coal guys, which I'm going to merge. Okay, we got one there and one there. Okay. I need a beer. Be right back, kids. All right. Thank you for your patience. All right. So, first thing I need to do is bring power over here. Okay, so we're gonna try to do this in the most organized fashion that we can. So we need a splitter. Let's bring the steel in from this direction with a splitter facing that way, and we're gonna line it up with the back of the... Whoop. And we'll bring the coal in on lifts. We'll bring the iron in here. Right to the edge. I'm just going to do that. It's going to bring the iron in and it'll feed every machine, hopefully. Yes, yes, yes. 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 Okay. So now we need 2 of these guys. Production miner. Mark 2. Mark 2. Power. Let's bring power from this guy. We're going to bring it into the middle. Okay. So now we are going to first, let's merge these. We're going to give them a lift. We're actually going to use this, logistics, merger. These should be producing 120 each, right? Yes. Okay, so we're going to get an even number of everything. Perfect. Alright, so now we want splitter. Whoops. Damn it. Did you come back? Alright, so now we have 5 machines. We need a merger. Wait, hold on. No. What am I thinking here? Like this? Actually, no, because I want it lined up more that way. So let's start this way. Let's start the merger here. Those 3. And then these 2 and that one. Coming out this way. Yeah, okay. Damn it. Okay. We got that successfully created. Let's get rid of all this excess junk that we don't need. Alright, so now we got to run this up here, and let's kind of preview where we need to go. I think I need to bring it up to this platform here. Or can I go all the way up this route? Actually, I can follow that. I don't need to do any climbing. I'm just going to follow this path right here and bring that steel right up there. Okay. Put them to the ground. I did turn the monster. If you don't know, I've made the monsters just... Except for the flying egg cocoon things. I turned them to retaliate, but they don't even retaliate. When I shoot them, they run away. Can I get up to that thing without having to fly? I think I can, yeah. Oh. Just to get a slug, because why not? Okay, so now I need to produce for nobelisks. I need to produce how many steel pipe? 20 per minute. And then a constructor. How many steel pipe do we produce? I could have done iron. Could have done iron pipe. We get 20 per minute. I only need one constructor. So we're actually going to put that constructor like right on this side. And this stuff I don't need any extra. Now the gunpowder and the smokeless, we're also going to send back. So I need to produce extra of that to send back along my rail. Alright, so for a constructor, for steel pipe, we're going to bring it in here. We're going to line it up. We are actually going to bring it right in the middle. Noble Cow, welcome. Good to see you. How are you? Alright, let's get a wall just to... so I don't have to do crap behind. Logistics. Alright, here comes our steel. Alright, so now we got our pipe and we've got our copper sheets going. Actually, I need to power this thing. And then we'll have our steel pipe and our copper sheets going. I tell it's steel pipe? No, steel pipe. Okay. Alright, so it's going to pull in the steel. This is creating our copper. I'm doing well, thank you. And this stuff's going to go upstairs. So now we need to produce we're going to bring the coal and the pipe in, I think, on this side. Yes. We'll bring that stuff in over here because it's already over here. So we need to set up smokeless gunpowder and gunpowder down here to produce extra. Some of that will go upstairs. I may not even wall this in completely, only because as this expands, I'm going to have to build it up. So I may just wall it in enough to make the connections. the power connections, if you know what I mean. Like, alright, so this I may need to remember the calculator for. How long have I been playing? That's a fantastic question. I just got the game not too long ago. I have 130 hours in the game. Not as long as I thought. Alright, so I'm going to bring in the coal and the... Now I got to remember how to do this. Satisfactory calculator. I can't remember the chain of builds for smokeless gunpowder. So we're going to go to Satisfactory Planner. And we're going to say output smokeless gunpowder. That's right. Okay, so we're already bringing in all this stuff. So we need a refinery to make rubber and oil, and a refinery to make the gunpowder, and an assembler to make the black powder. And hold on, we need for... Is it ammo? Did we need the smokeless? Yes. We need to produce 10 per minute. Okay, that's still less than 1. Okay. Okay, so we are going to have, first off, we are going to have a foundry and assembler. Let's start our assembler. To make our black powder over here. What I really need to do, yeah, Satisfactory calculator. It is a great game. Yeah, I obviously heard about it. People told me about it, and a friend finally kind of got me to seriously consider getting it. I'm glad I did. It's just there were so many other games I was playing at the time that it was hard for me to like, oh yeah, just get another game. But I'm glad I did. Alright, so I want to overproduce the smokeless gunpowder and the gunpowder because I want to be pumping that stuff out. So I only need 1/3 of that. And this is going to produce 20 per minute. And I only need half of that. So I'm going to be able to split the smokeless and the gunpowder before I send it upstairs. Alright, so I'm going to put the assembler here. I think this is going to work. This guy needs to be making gunpowder. And on the wall behind it, I'm going to put a double conveyor. I'm going to have to build an upstairs, but it's going to be very bare bones. You know what I should do? No, this isn't going to work. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. And where is, there it is. Let's put, trying to pre-plan my organization of this area, if that makes sense. See if it worked. Did it connect? Yes. Okay, good. Alright, so that's building the black powder. And now we're going to split that off. Yeah, I'm going to be here soon. I'm playing a little Red Dead 2, but here soon we're going to have the Battlefield 6 is coming out, and then Escape from Tarkov 1.0 releases soon. So that right there is going to take up some of my time for sure. All right, let's drop a refinery. Input here. This is going to be our rubber / oil. And I want to bring those in this wall and connect them right there. So I think we're going to do that. And we're going to snug it up as much as we can. There. And this is going to be making rubber and heavy oil residue. Yes. And how much heavy oil residue are we going to be putting out? 20 per minute? And how much do I need? I think this is going to produce more than enough. So the rubber is going to immediately go into an awesome sink, which I think I'm going to drop. Will it fit right here? Special awesome sink. It will. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is we are going to build this and this. Whoops, I wanted that to connect. Oh, that's all that needs to be pumping into there, right? I don't need... Yeah, I don't need any... it just needs the crude oil. Okay. It is this thing. Okay. How do I rotate up or down? I thought I could rotate them this way. Alright, so then we're going to need... We're going to take a splitter off of this, because we are not taking all of this into the thing. Some of this is coming out of the building. Oh, I should have lined that up like a smart guy. Not very smart of me. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, the scroll wheel, but it wasn't... I thought I could angle, and I've seen it in builds, I've seen people do it, where you angle the pipe junction. I think I've even done it. Probably by accident. Yeah, because I'm like, how do I... Hold on. Hold left control, no. I could always just lift it or put a pipe support out here. And just, you know, that's what I could do, is I could just do a pipe support here. I just kind of want to line this thing up coming out of here. Keep everything organized, going over the top of this thing. Like so. That way the belt's clear. And then, yeah, the rubber's passing under, the rubber's passing into that. Okay, good. That's good. Okay. Getting there. Alt scroll. Oh, well. I'll do it next time. I'm trying to avoid mods. I've looked at some, but like, I played Valheim with mods for a while, and it became such a hassle, like trying to keep track and make sure everything works. I'm really trying, because then you get used to a mod, and you're like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. What do I do now? You know, so I'm trying very hard to avoid any mods, just to make sure that I don't have any issues. Oh, this is going to line up perfectly. Okay, and then let's do some... This needs to be out producing smokeless gunpowder, which means it needs Heavy oil residue. And I want to split this off this way because we're going to come out to our train station. Actually, no. Shoot. That's not what I wanted. I need to split it because some of it's going to go upstairs. Alright, so we are now producing black powder and smokeless. Then we need ammo and nobelisks, and we're going to produce those. Oh, this is going to be a tall factory. Look how high these guys are. What we might do... I know what I'm going to do. I know how I'm going to do this without making it crazy tall. At least for now. Because I think, and I could be wrong, not going to get through the wires clipping through the floor. Okay, so nobelisks and ammo. Nobelisks get produced in an assembler from the pipe and the gunpowder. Okay, so the gunpowder is coming from here. Wait a minute. Pipe and gunpowder. Okay, so I'm going to need to bring that pipe and this gunpowder up. Oh, yeah, this is going to work. This assembler needs to be here. I don't know if I'm making enough gunpowder, but it's going to be enough because it's not like I need 5,000 nobelisks. It's not like I need a ton of any of this. Yeah, and that's probably what I'll get to on this one. Noble is more catwalks and more open space. It's just right now I just need to start producing ammo and nobelisks at the most basic level, if that makes sense. Why is this not getting... What's wrong? Why are you not getting sulfur? Oh, we cut power. Dumb. Damn it. Right now I just need to get this operational, and then I will expand as needed. Okay, so... Okay, this guy needs to be making nobelisks. And I need to get him power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one wall up here. Actually... That's what I'm going to do with the power here. I'll come back to this factory and rebuild it as needed. It's one of those satellite factories that's like, you know, would you select that thing? What are you not connecting? Oh, that one's already connected. Okay. Yeah, I'll eventually probably come back and like do some cool redesign of this. My main factories at my other base are much more organized, and I'm just doing all my... Hey, take it easy, man. You have a good night as well. Check out past videos, subscribe, all that good stuff. Do all the good stuff. And that can go in there. And this, Mark 3. Obelisks are now being produced. Are we finally... Yeah, we're finally getting that down here. What's taking... Oh, it's just not producing a ton. Okay. Alright, so now... The last thing we need to produce is ammo. And ammo is produced in an assembler, which requires how big of a space? Oh, an assembler that can go over here. So we will be bringing this up here. We'll run this assembler this way. I think. Because the copper is going to come out . Let's put her right here. Rifle ammo. down. Gonna bring this in. Alright, so now we need to bring up the merger. Alright, so Mark III. Merger. Okay. Now we're producing rifle ammo. Alright. Bravo. Good. Thank you, Noblest. I appreciate that so much. Alright, and then we're going to run this up this way. Only so that we can, let's see, this is going to run right at the edge of these two. So we're going to drop this, we're going to run this wall. And it's going to be right at the edge. Don't, it fits. Okay. So now, do we have our whole list? We've got gunpowder, we've got nobelisks, we got rifle ammo, and we got smokeless gunpowder. We got it all. So now, we got to figure out the train. Our train depot has got to run through here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have one sort of walkway for that. Train is going to come from there. Now I got to try to remember the way I built my tracks is it comes in on the left hand track, leaves on the right hand track, and I probably only need 2 cars for as much material as I've got here. Now, something I'm going to go do, I need to get rid of these big guys, these big things. Just in the way. Okay, so then train is probably going to come through here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to extend the track a little bit. Alright, so 2 cars. Trying to remember how this is going to come in. It's going to come in on the left track. Ah. out on the... No. Oh my god, I forgot how my train system runs. Okay. This is probably a problem for the next day. We have figured out... We have got all of our products. Our munitions factory is done. I do not have enough time to figure out, not tonight, to figure out the train system to get that hooked back up. But basically, I have a train system running through here to my central hub. I need to run this train and connect it somewhere along here. So I'm going to be running power, and I got to decide if I want to run highway, because I've got a road system that runs that way too. But I don't know if I need to bother with the road system. I think I need to scope it out and see what it looks like right around here, because this is where it's going to connect. And if it's a lot of elevation, the road system helps build things up. So I think that'll be the first thing, is go here and see where my connection's going to be. And then figure out what side the train runs on. See, there's the train coming back. And the most logical point of connection is going to be right about here. But I feel like this is a much lower elevation, because this is where it cuts through this really deep valley. So I don't know what that's going to look like, how high up that's going to be. And if it's too high, it might just be better running it back down here to the lower junction and hooking it back up. That'll be the trick, guys, is figuring out how the train system is going to work. I'll show you real quick what I mean. We're going to ride the tube all the way back to the junction. Copper's coming in. Old belts can go out. See, I can run the train along this. It's not that far. And I can hook it up to this highway right about here and just bring it up this line and pop it in this highway. But I don't know. I don't know what would be better. Let me get up there about to that junction and see what it looks like. And I was wrong. The train comes in on the right-hand track. Is this it? Nope, a little higher up. But I think that's where it would come up. Yeah. Ooh, that's a little low. Yeah, see, I think it would come up down. I think it would come up here. Yeah, it's all this lower elevation stuff. It might just be better connecting it down here at this junction. Let me take another hop up here. But I don't think... Yeah, see, I don't think it's going to come up. I think there's a lot of elevation shift here that I've already accounted for, and I could just bring it up on this main line, connect it down there at the end. That's probably what I'm going to do. So it's going to come in on the outside track. Yeah. So when I run these down here, it is going to come in on this track, and it's going to go back on that track. So I've got to get these elevated to connect. Boof. That's going to be tricky to do it so that they don't cross over. Might have to start up here. And then I'll just figure out the train system when I get there. Yeah, because this train is going to come back on this track. So this is going to be my connections right here. And it's always running on the left-hand track. So I pretty much need to drop track like right there and just elevate this bad boy until it's virtually level with this. That's going to be high. And then drop it down as I can. Yep, because it's going to come back on this one. Guess I could start real quick. Blueprint, rail, freestanding. I need to make sure it's almost level with this. Because I don't want any, like, I don't want any overlap, you know what I mean? That's pretty good. It's so high. It's going to be such a steep decline to get down. Does it even illuminate? Wait, is this one even powered? Yeah, it's powered. Why is this one not getting power? Why aren't these on? No power. Why are you not getting power? What? I'm sorry, what? Is this socket not getting power? Oh no, did I not? Oh, I goofed up and did not power the back side of those sockets, and I didn't even think about that. I need to fix that blueprint. I did not realize I did not have that power going correctly. Alright, so then we're just going to like bring this rail down here. And then we're going to just run it outside of this thing. We'll clean all this up for the day. I just want to get I just want to see how high we have to make this to make these connect. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Come on, let me... Damn it. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so steep to figure out how to do this. Oh, it worked. And the next one just has to be a little more shallow. And it's going to clip through this power line, so I'm going to have to fix that. Yeah, and then I'll connect the tubes. We'll run the tubes along those. I'm probably going to move this guy up here to get him out of the way. Come on, would you, like, give me a snap? Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just lower these until we get it out there. We'll probably have to run it over that ridge. We'll have to keep it pretty high. Okay, let's go back here. It is almost time for us to crash. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you. I will see you. Let's see. Noble. What else we got here? Noble. The Noble Cow Game, welcome. Semi, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.